Okay, hey guys. I did do like a previous video that I tried to upload. One, it was a bit too long. Um, Two, I had a really bad stutter when I was doing a singing part. I will try and do the singing part again, maybe, or you can just check it out on Instagram. I'm pretty sure people will find it, no problem. Um, Actually, I might even just like do the link anyway, regardless, just in case. Um, but yeah, what this video was going to be about was like originally, I was talking about mentality. Uh, I did go a bit sidetracked and everything, so I'm going to try and stick to as much as I can. Um, with what I'm saying, it's it's a difficult subject to talk about, obviously. I get everyone is trying to get others to open up more about our mentality and that. Like, I said it on an Instagram video, the only one I have done, actually, now that I think about it. It doesn't matter how rich you are, like, you could be as rich as David Beckham or the Kardashians or whatever, or you could be homeless and penniless on the streets. Everyone struggled with mentality at one point or another. You know, just because some people can get past it easier and find a way to make things better for themselves, it doesn't necessarily mean it works out that way for everyone. And unfortunately, it can get to a point where people feel like they have no other option but to harm themselves or take their own lives. I'm mentioning this because my own cousin, unfortunately, he was a lot older than me. I'm one of the babies on my mum's side of the family. Uh, he unfortunately felt that there was no other way about things that were going on in his life. The way he suffered with his own mentality, it caused him to decide he had to take his own life, and that's unfortunate. I had, like, I weren't close like I am with some of my other cousins, but I was quite close considering how much older he was than me, and he always tried to boost my confidence and everything. And, you know, I do actually have a poem that I wrote, and he encouraged me to write more. And, you know, he really understood who I was. He understood a lot of my feelings about things. He understood my views and he respected them. And, that's a big thing with me. Like, respect is a big thing. You should respect everyone regardless. I mean, come on, we're in 2019, and there's still these stupid. What was it that I saw the other day? Someone going on about straight pride. Like, no, no. I'll be honest. I don't agree with that. No, because what exactly is so special about being straight? You know, it's no different to if someone's a lesbian or gay or whatever. You know, people shouldn't hate so unnecessarily. I know others will say it's not unnecessarily, but you know, like a lot of my views are pagan, Catholic, and some of them. I'm sorry, I understand and respect some of the things that are around now and that, but I don't agree with it. That's my opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled to respect. Everyone is entitled to a voice. And that's just how I've been raised, I think. But it's kind of going hand in hand with what I was saying about mentality. Like how do I put this? You know, you could say something to someone and it could be a joke to you, but they may take offense, and vice versa. You know, someone could say something to you, you take offense. It's how it is. You know, and my cousin, there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Like, he respected my views, he understood them. He didn't necessarily agree with it, but he did actually say, I respect and understand. And that's the whole point. Like, respect and understanding is a part of mentality. You may not think it is, but it is. You know, it's like bullying a kid at school. Bullying's not acceptable. Why should disrespecting someone else be acceptable? Why should not understanding their views be acceptable? You know, maybe you don't understand completely, but at least say, I understand your opinion, or I understand that's your opinion. However, I have to disagree. But you don't have to be like screaming at someone or being abusive. I think, you know, you can discuss things. It should be to a point now where you can discuss things, but it's not happening, you know, and it sucks. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, what happened with my cousin has really hit home, because I have struggled with my own mentality recently. Me and my long-term boyfriend split up, and he struggles with his mentality at times. He feels like he has to be strong, he can't cry, he can't do certain things, and I don't agree, but I understand that that might be how he views things. You know, we're still really good friends, I think, so I know we're friends. But, you know, I think we're good enough friends that I can tell him that. You know, there's various reasons why people struggle with what they deal with. It's part of, like, people can be depressed, and the reason why I've been like saying mentality instead of depressed is because it's a strong word that unfortunately everyone understands the meaning of. And, you know, I don't like thinking that everyone has to be depressed. It's not a nice word. It's really not. Because to me, like, to hear someone is struggling with depression is, the way I feel about it, the way I visualize it, is they have so much on their shoulders that they are physically being pressed down, and they cannot stand up, and they cannot get up themselves, and unfortunately no one is stopping to help them. And maybe there's some that are trying to, but this person, you know, they're struggling so much that they don't want to appear weak to the others, so they just push them aside. And you know, it is a struggle for everyone at some point. You can't deny that. How you deal with things, how you make yourself happy, how you know, get on with your life or whatever, that's great and all, but you have to remember that not everyone can actually do that. They can't always find a way to help themselves back up, or maybe they can, but they struggle to find the words to. And all I'm going to say is, like, because I has been there, I've had thoughts and that, and, you know, you can't just think that it's like flipping a switch. You can't wake up one morning and go, oh, I'm going to be a rock star or something. It doesn't work like that. You know, you can't just suddenly change your life in the blink of an eye, unfortunately. And the best way to go about it, and I will tell you the story why I'm going to say this in a bit, you have to look in the mirror and not, you know, you can get makeup, you can dye your hair, you can do whatever. I mean, I dye my hair. I've cut it because of my exes, you know. It's a band-aid. I'm sorry, it is. Getting new makeup, a new outfit, a new hairstyle, anything, it's a band-aid. If you don't accept that you have to look in the mirror and think, okay, you know, I know it's not working that well right now, but we gotta get through today. If we can get through today, if I can make myself smile at least once today, then, you know, we can make it through tomorrow and the day after. And, you know, you gotta do it step by step. You can't do it all within a minute. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. I wish it could, but it doesn't. And, you know, I'm not saying that it's easy. I understand and respect that it isn't. I really do. But you have to at least acknowledge that it is a process. It's not going to happen instantly. And I think that's the biggest step you have to admit to yourself. The reason why I'm saying this is because I used to be bullied and I struggled, you know, doing PE. I was very self-conscious. You know, I have a bit of a stutter at times when I get nervous in that. I don't know if anyone can tell, but I'm actually short-tongued, so it sounds like I got a bit of a lisp, which I do, kinda. And I struggle, like, singing and stuff because of it, but I don't let it stop me. That is the whole point. You cannot let things get to a point where you feel like you can't find at least something, a part of your day, to make you smile, to make you feel brighter. Obviously, I encourage people to get help. If someone offers help, then instead of saying, I don't want your help, maybe say, I'll consider it, or I'll keep that in mind, instead of just saying no, because, you know, just saying no closes more doors than just saying I'll consider it does. And I feel like you can lose more that way if you just say no to someone offering their help to help you with your mentality and that. But like I said, I struggled with it and I didn't go to my prom because of it. I didn't want to buy a dress because I thought if I buy a dress and go to this prom, I'll probably get laughed at and bullied more, and I just didn't think that was a good idea. Plus no one really wanted to go with me, so at least I don't think they did. I mean, no one offered, so, you know, there was that too. But it, like, whilst it bothers me a little bit that I didn't have that, like, I had that chance but I didn't take it, I accept that it weren't all of my own doing, but I accept it weren't all of the people that were bullying me as well. Like, I accept that they bullied me to the point where I felt like that, but I also accept that I allowed them to do that, if it makes sense. And I don't like the idea that kids are still being made to feel like that. They're not, you know, unfortunately, bullies do exist and it affects your mentality regardless to your age. I think people need to be mindful of that. Anyway, this is pretty much just a short vid. I'll probably come back on either later on or tomorrow, depending on how things are going to go this week, because I am a mum, and I have a very active child. So it depends how busy the week is as well. Anyway, I hope that, you at least took something in from this. I appreciate you watching. To those who have watched, if you liked it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, but please remember to be respectful. Try to keep a bit of kindness in your heart, because, every day is different, and, whilst you might feel good one day, someone you're close to or whatever, they might not feel that same way. Trying to boost others isn't easy. I understand that. But being respectful, being understanding, being kind, that's all a part of it. It really is. And, I think I've basically said everything that needed to be said, so I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching this. I hope you all have a very happy day. And remember, if you're having a tough day, I think just find one reason to smile. Try and keep that smile there, okay? Because it's not always going to stay down. You can actually get back up. So I wish everyone nothing but happiness, love and luck, and talk to you all, guys, tomorrow maybe. All right. Bye. Thanks for listening.